It's 4 in the morning and we've been driving across the desert plains of central Syria for hours. It's the only way to get to the town of Quaryatayn without being kidnapped or captured. But even this route comes within 5 kilometres of regime bases. As we enter the town's northern gate, we know there were government forces and state intelligence close by. It isn't until daybreak that we realise just how close.
This military checkpoint is right next to these people's houses. The tanks are pointing straight at their homes. It's been like that for over a year and it's been fine. There's been a ceasefire between the two sides, and then in the middle of April, the regime started firing on this town.
First it was artillery strikes and then the MiGs appeared. Quaryatayn had joined the conflict.
Just yesterday the plane hit us. I don't know why it's happened. They're shelling us from planes with artillery and tanks and rockets.
The town is a mix of Muslims and Christians. People had stayed neutral, well aware that the regime was sending supplies to its bases in the north and west, and the rebels were smuggling weapons south to Damascus through their town. Abu Mohammed, a rebel commander, says his fighters had stuck to the ceasefire. As he shows us the damaged homes and mosque, he's at a loss as to why the government has begun to attack them.
Suddenly they started bombing us. We don't know why. We didn't hurt anyone and their checkpoint is still in the town, as is their intelligence station. We don't want to kill them, they don't want to kill us.
As well as the intelligence headquarters, there are 4 other government buildings still occupied by regime personnel here. A group of town elders had negotiated the original ceasefire. Talking to President Assad in person, they tell me they are working hard to try to stop the violence from escalating. They fear showing their faces might jeopardise this effort.
What can the elders do now? Can they meet? Is there somebody that they can meet to talk about it?
Some of the town people met the regime commanders, but nothing has happened. Nothing is clear. We don't know what will happen in the next few days. We act as intermediaries between the regime and the rebels in the town. Sometimes we are embarrassed. If we meet the regime, we're attacked by the rebels. And if we meet the rebels, we are criticised by the regime.
Quaryatayn is of vital strategic importance to both sides of this conflict. That's what has kept this town safe so far. Whoever wins control here can cut off the other supply routes to every part of the country. The peace here has now been broken. It could soon be shattered for good. Turton, Jazeera, Quaryatayn, north of Damascus.